Yeah, so we are the Astronomers. My name is Michael, this is Ben, and we've been making music for about 2 years now. We're both in college, and if you guys are into the whole alternative pop, Quinn 92, AJR, it's very bouncy and a lot of fun, and yeah, we've had a lot of fun doing it.
So I'm the producer, by the way. He's the singer-songwriter. And when I was in high school, I had a channel called DJ Baker, and it was just copyright-free music, and the whole channel was like space-themed. I kind of got bored of making copyright-free music, but I wanted to keep the brand, so it was going to be just the Astronomer, but I also got bored of making music by myself, and I went to school in Platteville. So I ended up calling Michael in February of 2019 saying we should make this a duo, and called it the Astronomers.
We did. We met in jazz band in middle school, and it's just really funny. I mean, we grew up, playing the saxophone together and just doing solo battles between each other, always loving the idea of music, not really being that good at creating it yet. We like to do covers, and so we did all the talent shows. We hung out all the time, and then when we got to high school, we started a band with our friend Connor Mitchell, called it BMC, doing covers. A little after that, we formed Orange Afternoon, which was our next cover band with a couple of the other friends from high school. And it's just really cool to see. And now here we are, 2021, which is crazy.
Stuck with it, yeah.
We just have always stuck with it. We love music, and it's just been a lot of fun. So.
I don't even know. That's a hard one.
I would just say, dude, keep being weird, keep being creative, because the thing is so many people are always trying to figure out, how do I be like this person? How do I be like that person? How do I fit in? But the key is to not. It's to find that balance between, having relationships with people, but also figuring out your own thing, and that's just the key to.
Yeah, I'd say honestly 101.1, the station here today, they really inspired it. They were playing I'm Not Famous back in 2016 by AJR, and I was driving home from work. I worked at Culver's in high school, and I heard it come on, and I'm like, who are these guys? These guys are insane. And that night after I heard I'm Not Famous, I went on GarageBand. Never opened up GarageBand before, and I tried remaking the track, and from there I was just really interested in music production and just kind of stuck with it. So AJR, John Bellion, huge influences.
Our first two projects that we put out were, single-led. So we released a few singles and then would combine it into a cohesive sound. And I remember our first EP that we released was basically us just combining our first 7 songs that we put out. It didn't have too much of a distinct meaning behind it. We just wanted to combine everything together. Our last project, Guess It's Just Life, which we just released in April, we really thought out. It took us a whole year from 2020 to the beginning of 2021 to create a very cohesive sound, something that made sense lyrically throughout, a concept, production, all very similar. And so that was really fun with this last EP, and I think we're going to continue to do that and try to get more creative and see what happens with our next project.
More cohesive.
Yeah, and really try to figure out the artist side of it, not just, okay, this sounds cool, let's put it there. So.
The day we made that first demo, it was almost exactly a year ago today.
Yeah.
It was a 50-second demo that we had, and I was just so excited for it. I did 3 laps on the highway around our city listening to this really short demo for an hour straight. So I thought there was something good to come from this one, but also $500,000.
Yeah. It's never we're never out here thinking, when we started, we didn't have a number in our heads, but we were also in the back of our mind, we want it to be big. We don't want it to, just reach a couple of people. We want as many people to listen to this as possible. So seeing these big numbers is really cool for us and definitely what we want. But I guess whether or not we thought it was gonna happen is like kind of hard, because yes, we really want this to happen. Like, we love seeing these big numbers, but also it is pretty crazy. Like, we are just two kids from a town of 40,000 people in Wisconsin who have a song that's being listened to in 79 countries.
I used to always think that being in a small town was kind of at our disadvantage. I'm like, oh, we're not in LA, can't do this, can't do that. But actually, being in a small town was a huge, like, massive advantage for us, because when we put out music, people, I think, really took notice around here. They're like, oh, this is pretty good. Not many people around the area are making stuff like this, and it ended up being a huge advantage for us.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think as we got older, you know, starting this project at 18 years old, just going to college, we were like, we gotta get out to LA. And so I think as we realized, being in Wisconsin, we gotta take advantage of this. We gotta be like, you know, really supportive of local music and really acknowledge that we are local music in this small town, and people really like that. Not even just the people in Wisconsin, people anywhere in the Midwest, they think that's cool. Wow, a band in the Midwest is getting really big traction, or anything. They think it's cool when you stick to your roots, and I think that's something that's becoming more of a thing now too. So, yeah,
Us,
spare room.
Produced, mixed, mastered by me and Ike. He co-produces with me on some songs, and then
I'm not Ike, but our
completely,
friend.
completely written and recorded by
Yep.
Michael and stuff. So it's all done in our college house. There's nothing we're really sending off to get mixed.
And I really like making sure people know that you don't have to go to a big studio. I mean, Overthinking, which is the song that's gotten all this radio play and all of this attention, was made completely in my parents' spare bedroom. Every song we make, in the moment, we're like, this is our favorite thing we've made. This is really different. This is unique. And each song has like a different meaning and a different sound. And so, you know, we're never under the impression, or the intention is never to outperform. It's always to just really bring a new side to our music. We have some things that are new for us, but also just like feel like the next step for us, and that's playing shows out of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's having a big feature on a song. So we just got that all set up for our next track coming out, and just really taking everything to the next level, because the biggest thing we think of is, what's that wow factor? What can we surprise people with the next time through? And so now we just have to think bigger and do bigger things, and that's the key. So.
Yeah, we definitely have some good things coming for the end of 2021.
I think just to make sure we take it in, but make sure they take it in, and that we're all just having fun at a night market, and that's all this is. I mean, we are a duo who started making music because we love to do it, and we're not trying to, you know, prove anything. We're not trying to sell out anything. We are just trying to do this because we really love to do it, and we hope people love listening to it, you know.
For me, just kind of taking it in. This has definitely gotten like bigger than I've ever imagined. I mean, if you would ask me in high school, would you be headlining in Green Bay? What? No way. So I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm already stoked. I mean, we play the show in like 45 minutes, something like that. I don't know, but it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Overthinking. That's the price you pay for